Hello, I'm Suresh Veladhan
Hi, I'm Dr. Jaswin.
and we're from the Correct Weight Loss team. Today we're going to talk about a very popular topic: how to get a flat stomach. I think it's one of the holy grails of the fitness and weight loss industry, right?
Everybody's always chasing a flat stomach.
Yeah, and I think the reason why a flat stomach is so appealing is somehow or other is synonymous with youth.
And it also gives the body a very nice shape.
Yes, if you have a flat stomach, naturally you normally have a very nice shape in your body. Yeah. Okay, fine. So we're gonna talk about what it takes to get a flat stomach, the holy grail of weight loss and fat loss.
Okay, so before we get to the flat stomach, obviously we need to understand the abnormal.
Right.
So in a person who has got fat in the stomach, basically there are three
bulge in the stomach.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
the bulge in the stomach. Basically, there are three reasons. One, it could be visceral fat, which is basically fat which is around the organs. It's not on the outside, under the skin. Okay, it's around the organs inside, in the abdominal cavity. The second type is subcutaneous fat, which is just under the skin. Okay, this type of fat basically gives your stomach a very sort of a flabby feel, rather than as compared to the visceral fat, which gives your stomach a very nice tight abdomen, like
you're pregnant.
Like you're pregnant. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right.
And the third type could be due to a person could also have a bulging stomach because of weak core muscles. Okay. So usually this happens in post-pregnancy, where the muscles actually have been damaged.
Okay.
They're overstretched and they can't actually shrink back.
Shrink back.
Yeah,
Okay.
to their original
Right.
position.
Right.
So in these people,
Is
also
it
you
because of
get
the size of the baby, or is it sometimes just a genetic thing?
genetic size of the baby,
Right,
people
okay.
with twins and all that, sometimes they have more problems.
Okay. Right.
Okay, so these are basically the three reasons why people do get a bulging stomach.
Okay, so I suppose besides that, you have to understand that when you lose fat, you cannot target or spot train. Okay, most people try and lose belly, try and get a flat stomach by doing 100 sit-ups. Now, chances are, if you don't understand what you're doing and you're not addressing all the aspects of how to get rid of the stomach fat, you will actually end up getting a bigger stomach by doing 100 crunches. Okay, and the reason is, you would build your stomach muscles when you do 100 crunches, but the layer of fat and visceral fat will still remain. Okay, so the only thing you can do as far as spot training is concerned is do core muscle training. Now when you do core muscle training, you will tighten your core muscles and that will shrink your waist. Okay, but besides that, it's important that you do exercises, big muscle exercises like your legs and your chest and your back, so that you burn the fat that's in the visceral fat and the subcutaneous fat. Okay, there's no other way you're gonna get this flat stomach just by doing 100 crunches.
So this fat is actually going to come off one layer at a time,
That's right.
just like you're peeling an onion.
That's right. So basically, it's first in, last out.
So basically, like Suresh said, first in, last out. If you put on weight first in your thighs, for example.
This again is very individual, very genetic specific, right?
Different people are different, obviously. Okay, and the last place you put on weight is, say, your arms. Okay, when you actually go on a weight loss program, the first place you're going to lose is on your arms, because that's the last place you put on.
Yes.
And the last place that is going to come off is your thighs. So a lot of people, their problem areas are usually the areas where they put on weight first.
Right. And they're obsessed about the problem
they're always
areas.
targeting that, and for a lot of people, I think it is the abdomen, the
Yes,
stomach.
yes.
And that is why they're always chasing the elusive flat stomach.
Yes.
Because they haven't actually lost the rest of the fat yet. And
Yes.
The fat on the stomach is just not going to come off.
Yes. So don't be obsessed about your problematic areas. Until you get rid of the fat in all the non-problematic areas, only then the problematic areas will be addressed, because the problematic areas are probably the first place where you're genetically made up to put fat.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that will be the last place that you will lose. Now, especially among guys, okay, guys tend to put more weight on their tummy. Okay, it's the way nature has programmed us to store fat for famine during our caveman days, okay? And that is why it'll probably be the last place to lose weight. Now for ladies, generally, besides the stomach, there's also the thighs that they tend to put on weight.
I think it's always stomach and thighs for women.
Yeah, so it'll be one of the first and last, second last and last place to lose fat, okay? Now the other thing we got to watch out for when you want to get a flat stomach is nutrition. Now, a lot of people don't even think about it, but actually if you want to get a flat stomach, you need to make sure you have a good healthy breakfast. Now it may seem paradoxical, but a good healthy breakfast is so important to kickstart your metabolism. See, you can't starve the fat away, you can only burn it away by increasing your metabolism. Therefore you got to have a good healthy breakfast made of complex carbs, some good protein like eggs and good fats, and to kickstart the whole metabolism. So you basically what we advise is you have 3 main meals and 2 snacks. So in total you have 5 meals, smaller meals, so that your metabolism is always raised. The body doesn't go into starvation mode, and instead of having one large meal where the body can't handle all the calories and stores as fat, so it keeps burning all the calories you put in. Plus you create a slight deficit, so that you also start burning some of the fat on your body. Okay, that's the way to get your flat stomach.
And also dinner, I think, should be the smallest meal.
Right. We always say breakfast like a king, dinner like a pauper. Okay, eat breakfast like a king and eat dinner like a pauper, so that you taper the diet, so that in such a way that, because just before you sleep you don't want to eat too much, okay, because your metabolism slows down when you sleep. Okay, now the other thing is avoid refined carbs. Okay, it's not, these are like simple sugars and white flour based products. Okay, refined carbs are bad if you want to get a flat stomach, because refined carbs spikes up your insulin, and that's bad because it helps store fat around your abdomen area. Okay, and finally, avoid unhealthy fats. Okay, you want to avoid trans fats, hydrogenated oils. These are fats that are unhealthy and they don't help your fat loss efforts. Okay.
The next very important point in reducing getting that flat stomach is exercise. And when we say exercise, obviously you do need to exercise your core muscles to strengthen the core muscles in the abdomen. But very importantly, the big muscles need to be exercised, like the thigh muscles, chest, back, shoulders. These are big muscle groups in the body,
right,
which with strength training, you actually push up your metabolism. So when you push up your metabolism, it actually helps to burn more fat in the long run.
So in other words, don't bother with too much with the smaller muscle group, your biceps, your thighs and all that.
That one maybe can be done later. But initially, if you do exercises, even if you do like body weight exercises like push-ups or pull-ups or squats, you actually do exercise the smaller muscles as well.
Right, by default.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
And also with strength training, very important, you need to put in aerobic exercise.
Right.
Either steady state aerobic cardio or HIIT training.
Right, high intensity interval training.
Where you do short bursts of really intense exercise interspersed with slow cardio.
Right. But I think for high intensity interval training, you need to make sure your fitness level is better. So we suggest to start with your big muscle group strength training, do steady state cardio, and once your fitness levels reach a certain level, then maybe you consider high intensity interval training. Okay. Then we got to make sure you get good supplementation, mainly because if you have a deficiency in your body in terms of certain micronutrients, or it may actually affect your fat loss efforts. So we suggest that you get a good quality multivitamin, multimineral supplementation, as well as omega-3 oils. These two are the minimum you need to ensure that you have got adequate micronutrients to ensure that you lose body fat easily. Okay.
And I think the last very important message is restoration. Okay, you need to rest your body, because otherwise, if you're all the time in the stress mode, your cortisol levels, your insulin levels are all haywire.
Right.
Okay, and this really does not help fat loss or weight loss.
Right.
So restoration, sleep is very important. You need to get adequate sleep, 6 to 8 hours every night, and you need to find a way for restoration to relax yourself. And meditation is a very good way.
So you need stress relief so that you sleep better. Okay, and sleep better so that you get less stress.
Yes.
So it's a virtuous loop. Yeah. Okay.
And then you lose weight better and you get that wonderful flat stomach.
Yes. So for the holy grail of weight loss, which is a flat stomach, from the correct weight loss team.
This time.
Do it right.
If you like what you have heard so far, then go to our blog and get more information on how to lose weight correctly. Give a man a fish and he eats for a day. Teach him how to fish and he eats for a lifetime. Have a lifelong and sustainable weight loss. Visit our blog at correct-weight-loss.net. Once again, correct-weight-loss.net. From the Correct Weight Loss team, this time, do it right. Goodbye.